Michigan Wolverines and the Georgia Bulldogs. Restate of State College, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Checking in with the Michigan head coach pregame, he told me they understand every ranked matchup becomes a measuring stick when you're carrying a top 10 ranking. They got off to a strong start last week, 1-0 on the season, but that doesn't matter. He said, we will be good if we execute each and every game. Keeps talking to the players in the locker room about the sky is the limit for this team, but it will take one game at a time, and he thinks this is the team that can do it. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. The Wolverines ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The run inside. It's Phillips. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Second down, going to throw it. Fires to the tight end. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
On the ground, it's Phillips. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his big tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Convert that 3rd down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive, you've watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth. But now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
He's stopped, and he's got enough to move the chain.
I I know he's got the height and weight of a tight end, but man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field. For a big guy, very, very unique.
Finds his tight end. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
And the Dogs have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Bowen. Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Wide receiver going in motion. They think there's room to run to the right here. Brought down at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. It'll be a 1st down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Quarterback changing the play. To the ground. He's got it again. Enough to move the chains. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And right down the middle. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeps it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his target. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense, they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance.
They snap it to the up end. He'll try to run for it. Special teams heading out after the 3rd down completion's not quite special enough to move the chains.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the first down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Out wide right, it's Marsh. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They want to run it left here. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
3rd and 6 yards to go. Here's Underwood to throw. They're all over him. And he gets rid of it.
What we saw earlier in the game, after not getting it on 3rd, going for it on 4th down and having success, so you got to wonder, after that incompletion, are they going to try that again and stay aggressive here on 4th?
They booted away on 4th down. Searching for space. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. At the end of the play, there's a Georgia Bulldog who has yet to get up. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the lone running back. He's out past the 35. There he goes. Inside the 30. A huge play, and they finally get him out of bounds and avert complete disaster on the final play of the first quarter. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Driving forward, it's Bowens. Fighting off the defender. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use the timeout instead. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On the move, it's Phillips. Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Right side, it's Owens. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
Oh, I love when they sneak the big fella out of the backfield. They're usually blocking so much. Nice job with a little play action, sliding, giving the rock.
And the Wolverines can really attack on this second and short. To the back. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They want to run this quarterback.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Second and long here. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Hawkins. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Here's Underwood. Turns it upfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They're in field goal range here on fourth down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Left side, it's Buchanan. Drag to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does, winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And the Wolverines, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Reels it in. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, he throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Short completion on first down, and here comes second and 8. Underwood. Right side, it's Marsh. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some...
Headed to the end zone. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. A methodical drive, soul crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Out wide right, it's Bowen.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Follows his blocks. It's Bowens. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Right side, it's Phillips. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Drops back on first down. Going to take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Motion from the back. They'll leave it with the lone back. Still on his feet at the 35. He's loose down the left side. The 20. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Michigan. What an explosive, eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, that he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Cuts it upfield. It's Phillips. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Making the adjustment. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got him downfield. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
The Dogs will line it up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Buys time to his left. Out wide left, it's Kane. Breaks free, and he might be... Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
On the return, it's Stewart. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped them pick up that first.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The running back has it. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Handoff again. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Blue Devils looking to get the job.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
You just can't have that happen if you're on the return team. You know if you lose the football now, you're giving the other offense the ball back deep in your own end. Simply can't happen.
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They open this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll run him again. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog! His third touchdown of this game, and his third on the season. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hawkins. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They'll send the back in motion. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. A run for the quarterback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Free yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Play action with Underwood. Move to his right. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. This Mike back was showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
He wants to take the top off. Makes a grab at the 25, and there's room. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Here's Underwood to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on fourth down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights. It's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking for a crease. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Breshetta Downs going up top. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there, and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Making the adjustment on the play.
Sweet, sweet. Return, return. Go, go.
Wants to throw one first. Out wide right, it's Danzy. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. On the move. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
The Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Fresh center downs going to the air. Left side is Phillips. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
They'll keep it on the ground. Knocked down immediately.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it, 1st down and more. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And this is one of those where you go, oof, you start to breathe a little deeper on the sidelines. You felt really, really comfortable having the big lead to +2 possessions in the 4th quarter. But now you gave the ball back. You put yourself in a position where you're going to have to earn it a little bit more now.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Sends it back in motion. Throwing, Underwood. Under pressure. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Wolverines headed quickly to the line.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quickly to the tight end. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. A designed run for the quarterback.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on designed plays. If you can just give them a little crease, you can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Underwood rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Makes the grab. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
And this is the kind of quarterback I want to build my offense around. I mean, guys that can scoot, extend plays. It makes the offensive line better, wide receivers better when you can do things like this and get completions down the field.
The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Got some green grass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go play action. Bryce Underwood looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Some QBs see it right off the jump, believe what they see, and they go in and they go for it regardless. And I think right there, he knew where he wanted to go with the football, and he missed, but it looked like to me he was forcing it a little bit too much.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rolls right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this 1st down. I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust in my speed and my athleticism to go make this work.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Makes a grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
And even though they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that last 3rd down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different-looking team than what we saw earlier.
He's brought down, and that one never had a chance, and the 2-point conversion attempt fails. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Looking for a crease, it's Phillips. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Second down, gonna throw it. Throws to the wideout. And he fired a bullet in, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, when this guy's in a rhythm, he never misses. And you've seen that in this game. Very, very accurate up to this point. That time, though, a little bit out of rhythm, and I think that's why he missed that throw.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. He's looking downfield to throw. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they are executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
First down here as we dive into the college football season, a week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. 2nd down to the air. Finds his man. He's down right there. Short gain on the grab.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Looking to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I think in this situation, after that incompletion, 4th and short on your side of the field, the smart play is to punt it away and trust your defense.
Georgia sends out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. Here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. This offense trying to keep the momentum going. They scored the last time they had it. The defense got it back for them, and now a chance to take the lead. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. Here's Underwood. Throws to the tight end. Out wide left, it's Fleming. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, 3rd downs, money downs, The tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
Here's the give off the left side. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's Underwood to throw. Way off target there.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Second and long here. Drops back. It's Underwood. Got his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work the middle of the field a little bit, but make sure we get first downs, and the rest of the time work the sidelines.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock.
And this offense has got to get somewhere. Right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like the clock is their biggest enemy, so we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. Throwing, Underwood unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the fourth. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Underwood. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Got his man out of the backfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. The defense will take a timeout. 25 seconds left to play. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires left. He makes the catch. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. Bryce Underwood to the air again. He's got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
One more play to pad the stats. Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.